everyone. A round of applause to Bridget. What a privilege to have her as our CEO and president, leading the Board of Trade in a very challenging time, and we could not be in better hands. So thank you, Bridget. Amazing. Thank you. It's a pleasure to join you tonight for an evening that reminds us of why leadership matters, especially at a time, as Bridget said, when we are facing extraordinary challenges and at the same time, bold opportunities. The people that we recognize tonight aren't just adapting to change, they're the ones leading it. And we do all this in honor of Don Ricks, Dr. Don Ricks, whose legacy reminds us that business success and community impact truly go hand in hand. That legacy is alive tonight in this room and in those that we celebrate. Stantec, Bob Rennie, Juggy, Sihota-Chahil, you embody what the Ricks Awards stand for. But as well, to all our governors in the room tonight, all the past recipients, to our wonderful Lieutenant Governor Wendy Kokia, all the business leaders that are here tonight, all of you, this is an amazing gathering. Now, I'll admit a very personal connection in what I say next. I've known Bob Rennie for many years, since the days of my late father, a developer, and his brother, my uncle, who worked with Bob on his very first projects at the start of his career, shaping the skyline of Vancouver. And I've learned many lessons from Bob about real estate, civic engagement, never shying away from complexity. Anybody can get in the game, but very few people stay in. That's a special Bobism. It's not in your accordion tonight. That's one for us. And so thank you, Bob, for your mentorship and friendship. And congratulations on this well-earned recognition. And if I could add to Bob's quote, I would say even fewer rise to the top with generosity, with courage, and with conviction. That's the kind of leadership that we're gathered here to celebrate tonight, and the kind that lifts others and leaves a legacy. And so with that spirit, it's my sincere honor to recognize and induct Juggy Sihota-Chahil into the Greater Vancouver Board of Trade's Council of Governors and recognize her remarkable leadership. Now, the council, for those of you that don't know, was created in 1987 in honor of the board's 100th anniversary under then Chair Graham Clark. This very banquet was created as a way to celebrate the contributions of past chairs, leaders who've shaped the path we walk today. Now, tonight, Juggy becomes the 138th member of this distinguished council. We're joined by several governors who we saw on the stage earlier this evening. And may I ask you once again to please stand up and rise so that we can recognize you. Thank you for your leadership and service to our community. Give them a hand. Now, a few words about Juggy, our exceptional and remarkable inductee this evening. As Senior Vice President and Chief Growth Officer at TELUS Health, Juggy is responsible for global clinical strategy, operations, and growth, impacting over, get this, 75 million lives across 160 countries. Let that sink in. With more than $20 billion in annual revenues, TELUS as a whole is one of BC's most impactful companies And Juggy has been at the forefront in leadership and a driving force behind all of its initiatives. But her story goes far beyond business. Former chair of the VGH and UBC Hospital Foundation, the first BIPOC woman in that role. Juggy has led health initiatives in supporting that foundation and our healthcare system. She's also served on the boards of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce. She's currently on the board of the Vancouver Airport Authority, and she has been on her own Women's Leadership Council, and widely recognized, and there are so many accolades for Juggy. Quite honestly, I can't list them all. From the YWCA Women of Distinction to most recently, the King Charles III Coronation Medal, but it's a multitude of recognitions. We are so impressed with all of her achievements. As chair of the board, from 2023 to 2024, Juggy led us to record membership and also our highest member satisfaction scores ever. That's very important for our members. She also helped launch our new strategic plan focused on prosperity, innovation, and inclusive growth. Now, on a personal note, having benefited from her friendship and witnessed her leadership, I can say that Juggy brings a unique sense of clarity, focus, and purpose to everything she does, and leads with integrity and impact. And I've learned a lot from her boardroom skills. She leaves big shoes to fill. Juggy's a builder in business, in community, and in trust. And that kind of leadership is exactly what we need in our region. Let's hear from her friends and colleagues on her journey and her impact.
Business and community are completely interlinked, and they need to be that way. Businesses need to thrive while they're giving back to the communities that they're serving. Those communities that they're serving are obviously customers of some kind of theirs, and I like that reciprocity. I really want to represent small, medium businesses, ensuring that they are represented, that their voices are being heard. It's because, again, if we're doing good in business, the communities also need to thrive, and most businesses in the country are small, medium businesses.
I've known Juggy Sihota for over 26 years. She is unreal. She is the most incredible mentor, friend, teacher. I could go on and just give her every incredible name in the book because she lives and breathes those values. She wants to help people. She wants to lift people up.
I think there's just such a deep sense of humility and morality about Juggy. And I don't know that I've ever really said that to her, but she's, for me, been such a bellwether on what good looks like. As a business leader, of course, but more importantly, as a human.
She's a force to be reckoned with. She's a talent. I am so grateful to know her. I don't know what I would have done in certain times without her.
I care. I care about this province. I care about this country. I care about the people that are living here. I still believe that it is the greatest nation in the world. And I think that there's lots that we need to do to improve it. The goal that I had was to unify, collaborate, and represent. We have a lot, and there's a lot that we give back to the communities. And so in terms of the Greater Vancouver Board of Trade, who is representing all of these other organizations, small, medium, and large, we can help them have a larger voice. And so that is when we do get an opportunity to sponsor and to give back, we will do that.
She's constantly trying to understand how much more she can give, what more can she do. Again, how can she lift these organizations up so that she can help them be better and they can actually give more as well back to their own community.
She does have a real genuine desire to contribute constructively and to do well, but she also understands the value of a complementary team. She's a great team builder. She knows that to get something done requires more than just her focus and her determination. It requires a network and a community of people to pull something off.
When she's bringing people together, is that she forms the best of the best, gathers people when they have differing perspectives, and they don't always need to agree, but she makes sure that everybody's leaving the room with forward-thinking thoughts and results with impact.
she finds a way to tap into skills and capabilities that people may not even realize they have. And when she takes someone under her wing, she does so wholeheartedly. And I've seen so many careers flourish under her leadership.
She also sees how you can move the needle so much faster when you are involved in many different organizations and when you are involved in service from the health perspective, from the business perspective, from the community perspective, is that it all ties together, especially when we're working on the much bigger problems these days.
The community organizations where she chooses to bring her time and her talent and her treasure, she considers very carefully and very thoughtfully. And each one of those organizations over time is better.
I've had the opportunity to work with her most closely in TELUS Health, and she has led that business with her vision and her heart to grow from what was once a small area in TELUS Health to one of the key growth engines and drivers. And today, TELUS Health, under her vision, touches more than 76 million lives globally. Every 10 seconds, someone is interacting with our health services. That's the type of impact that she strives for.
Please join me in welcoming to the stage our newest inductee to the Council of Governors, Juggy Sihota-Chahil.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. If we can, then we must. In a world gripped by doubt, where division tests our resolve, who will meet the moment? I believe we will together tonight. And good evening. What an incredible honor it is to be with you and among you tonight and to be welcomed into the Council of Governors. I am truly, truly humbled and touched. Before I say anything else, though, I would like to thank the people who are my everything. My husband, Dwayne, whose love, can you imagine being my husband? God bless him. My husband, Dwayne, who's, yes, please. My marriage thanks you. My husband, whose love, support, constant encouragement have carried me more than words can say. My extraordinary mom, who's here with me tonight, Tarsam, and my sister Mindy, who have walked every step of this journey with me, and the rest of my family. Thank you for being my foundation. My family is everything to me, and this moment belongs to all of you guys too. Please. My mom is going to critique everything I'm saying right now, so that's why I'm a little bit nervous. She is. She told me before, she goes, you have to just move the mic down a little bit further. Okay. If there's anything good in me, it's from my mom, honestly. As I look around the room, I'm truly, truly inspired by the remarkable business leaders here in British Columbia. You are the backbone of our community and of our nation. Bridget said it as well. It is really important how you are showing up, and I know you're all, and we're all going through quite a time right now, so thank you for being here. I want to thank the Greater Vancouver Board of Trade for the leadership that you have modeled for generations. To the governors in the room, all of you who have served as chairs, your leadership built the foundation that we are all now building upon. And I carry that legacy for 138. I carry that legacy forward with absolute and utmost deep respect and a very strong sense of responsibility. To Bridget Anderson, our President and CEO, thank you for your remarkable leadership, your vision, your partnership, your energy, your intellect throughout my journey with the board and absolutely subsequent to that. And to the entire VBOT team, your tireless work behind the scenes powers everything that we do. To my friend and former chair, Radha Kirpan, who pulled me up, thank you for your leadership and your strength and the standard that you set for all of us who followed. And to our current chair, Walter, you touched my heart. Thank you for your steady and thoughtful stewardship during a time of very meaningful transition, and I think the Right Honorable Wendy Kokia has plans for you. To the Ricks Award recipients, Stan Tech and Bob Rennie, your contributions have shaped so much more than infrastructure, And to my dear, dear friend Bob, your work has never just shaped buildings. It's shaped how we think about community. Your courage, your clarity, and your care have left a lasting mark on this city and on me. I'm proud and grateful to call you my friend. You walk the talk like none other, and your generosity is boundless. Congratulations. To Janet, to Wendy, to Jill, Rishma, Blair, and Barbara, thank you so much for your generous words and for inspiring me. Your belief means more to me than you know. Jill has been a champion and a great friend for many, many years, and we've conquered a lot together, and there's more still, my friend, that we need to do. When I joined this board, the world was just beginning to grapple with the scale of COVID-19. We did not know how deep the impact of that would be, but we did know that leadership is going to matter more than ever before. It was in that moment of disruption that I found purpose with this team. When I was asked by my peers to serve as chair, I was already chairing VGH, another great community of friends over there. I was leading on other boards, including YVR, and supporting that great board over there, and driving TELUS Health's global mission, which is quite an undertaking, let me tell you. Could I make the time, I thought? If I can, then I must. I had to meet the moment, and we did. We launched, as you heard earlier, a bold new strategic plan for Greater Vancouver. We did drive record membership growth, we drove record membership retention and member satisfaction, and we are all very, very proud of that. We also streamlined the board, nose in, hands out, right, Bridget? Sharper conversations, decisions rooted in long-term value. We advanced the employer health tax reduction to help small, medium businesses. And we created Benchmarking Vancouver, a tool to lead with clarity. When business thrives, communities rise. When businesses succeed, they create opportunity across generations. And when we lead with courage and clarity, especially in uncertain times, we can create something lasting. And when we do this, and when we also think generationally, it's always worth it. At TELUS Health, I've had the privilege of leading teams, some of whom you saw here, some who are here with us today. They are committed to transforming healthcare on a global scale, and that is hard. Today, our work touches millions of people. You've heard it already. That kind of impact is only possible with extraordinary vision and purpose, and with extraordinary people. I want to thank the talented teams that I've had the honor of working with and helping shape over the years. Your commitment, creativity, and drive, they continue to inspire me. And for me, that belief in what's possible has also been modeled by someone who's mentored me for over 20 years, and that's Darren Entwistle. Darren, thank you for always showing me what it means to lead with foresight, to lead with clarity, and with an unwavering commitment to long-term value. I am so grateful for your mentorship and for your friendship. I want to speak to something central to my leadership, which is belonging. Around the world, people stand at closed doors, wondering if their voices matter. Canada opens those doors. We don't just talk about inclusion, we build it brick by brick, heart by heart. And I am very proud that the Greater Vancouver Board of Trade is meeting this moment, playing a vital role in advocating for inclusive economic growth, forging powerful alliances across sectors, and ensuring that business is not only heard, but trusted. Ensuring then that business shapes progress. Governments need thriving businesses. It is a nation's heartbeat. They must help then. Government must help create the conditions for businesses to thrive. And that connection has never been more critical than now. I encourage you to call upon businesses that you know that are not currently members of us and tell them to join the Board of Trade. Let's amplify their voices too. As the Board of Trade continues to lead at that intersection with credibility, vision, and impact, belonging isn't just a moral imperative, it's a business strategy. It drives engagement, performance, accelerates innovation, and it builds resilience into every layer of our organizations. I know all of you already know that. Now Canada is by no means perfect, but we are intentional. The strength of any country is inseparable from the strength of its business community. Business drives more than 70% of GDP in most advanced economies, and that's also including Canada. It creates jobs, fuels innovation, generates that tax base that supports our hospitals, schools, infrastructure, and public services. And in times of disruption, business leaders must lead with clarity, discipline, and long-term purpose. And in a world increasingly fractured by fear and division, our model of principled, inclusive, and community-rooted leadership, it offers something rare and also urgent, proof that progress and unity can coexist. What we're building here in Canada is more than a national strength. It is a global imperative. It's not just a model that works, it's a model that the world needs to follow. And it's a responsibility that I carry into every role I've held as chair, as an executive, as a woman of color, as a Juggy Masi, and as someone who believes that inclusive leadership is not only how we build what's next, it's actually how we need to lead the world forward. And as I stand here tonight, I know this is not the end of something, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of a chapter that demands more from all of us, and I know we're tired. You're tired just by watching the news in one evening. Not Chris Galis' news, though, not Global TV. Not that one, okay? You're tired too. But what it demands from all of us is more vision, yes, more courage, more belief in that what we can build together, because the future is going to be shaped by those who refuse to give in to the fear and those who choose to lead with purpose instead. And as we face global uncertainty as business leaders, I believe we do have the responsibility to summon hope, optimism, and resolve into our plans. We have to do that for our people. We must be unwavering in our belief that business can be a force for good, especially at times like this. And as James Baldwin once said, we made the world we're living in, and we have to make it over. So let's remake it with resolve to unite, courage to endure, and with leadership to inspire. With new voices rising and bold dreams soaring, let's build a world where inclusion leads, because we can, and so we must. Thank you so much for this honor and for the opportunity to lead with all of you.